And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? 44's Mike. Check, check. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
70 English.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Good throw there to start the second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn a power game to try to get in. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now Haskins, and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
50, plant. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, Foxtrot. 54, Mike, 54. Hey, go.
Now Jones, from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Now, I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Jones now throwing on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now, 18 Gator. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Get it ready.
Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Get him.
It's now third down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 3 buzz. 54 Mike, 54
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Watch out for 86.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. On the ground, Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Tate's got it. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair it goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win call. He's coming down.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's Hill, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Haskins, and he hits Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Geis. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Haskins gets this to Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. The 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Geis, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Run it, 50 seconds. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
3rd down, here's Geis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Go!
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Red Ellison, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And the clock will now stop. As a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to